Hello there guys, welcome to my new video. We shall continue the life path number presidents of the United States of America. The life path 7 and 8. The life path 7. Natural skill set, careful researcher, investigation, course inspection, foresight, analysis, science, and inventive thinking, contemplation, insoluble deceives, penetrating wit and acumen. With excessive 7 energy or negative application of 7 energy, overly reserved and secretive, shrewdness, bossy, sarcastic, cynical, over-analyzing, argumentative, harsh temperament, conviction to a fault. The 7 presidents: James Garfield, William Henry Harrison, Harry Truman, John Kennedy, George Bush. The 7 life paths makes a surprising showing, as the number is one that should not even want to be a president. It has done well with 2 great leaders, Truman and JFK, and George Bush was not that far of the mark as well. 2 of the 5 were assassinated in office. Harry Truman, the greatest of the 7 presidents, was Harry Truman. Truman was a vice president who really saw the president he worked for and knew little about what was going on, such as the atomic bomb or the unfolding difficulties with Soviet Russia. Suddenly these aren't a baby of wartime problems become his to solve when father died and VP became president. As president, he made some of the most crucial decisions in our history, dropping the atom bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki and ending the war, proposing the expansion of social security, a full employment program, a permanent fair employment practice act, and public housing and slums, a program that became known as the Fair Deal in 1947 as the Soviet Union pressed Turkey and Greece. He asked Congress to aid the 2 countries in dating the Truman Doctrine. The Marshall Plan, named for his Secretary of State, stimulated spectacular economic recovery in war-torn Western Europe. He was negotiating a military alliance to protect Western nations. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, established in 1949, in June 1950, when the communist government of the North Korea attacked South Korea, Truman, after conferring with military advisors, wrote complete, almost unspoken acceptance on the part of everyone that whatever had to be done to meet this aggression had to be done. There was no suggestion from anyone that either the United Nations or the United States could back away from it. A long, discording struggle ensued as United Nations forces held a line above the old boundary of South Korea. Truman kept the war a limited one, rather than risk a major conflict with China and perhaps Russia. Truman made some of the most difficult decisions handled by any American president. His ability to think things thoroughly analyze and contemplate for his consequences, make the choice and execute the decision of the face of stiff opposition earns this plain-spoken man his elevated ranking as one of the finest presidents in our nation's history. The life path 8: natural skill set, executive and abilities, political skills, expert handling of power and authority, working for a cause, master of gaining recognition and respect, exercising sound judgment, organization, hard-working, deceive, and commanding with excessive 8 energy or negative application of 8 energy lack through humanitarian feelings, impotence with subordinates, overly ambitious, repressing others, overreaching, expressing anger, love, or display. The 8th President, James Monroe, Martin Van Buren, James Polk, Millard Fillmore, Ulysses Grant, Chester Arthur, Lyndon Johnson, and Gerald Ford. The executive skills and political savvy of the life path aid would lead one to assume that this would be a natural number to dominate the Oval Office. Indeed, it has produced more presidents more than any other life path number, yet only 3 of the 8 have ranked as above average presidents, and only one of these, Lyndon Johnson, was ranked as one of the top 10 presidents. Lyndon Johnson, the assassination of President Kennedy on November 22, 1963, elevated Johnson to the office where he quickly showed his skills in domestic affairs. Legislation was passed promoting economic growth, and the Economic Opportunity Act, launching the War on Poverty. He secured a strong Civil Rights Act in 1964, which became the legal authority against racial and several discrimination. Also, Johnson had increased the number of the United States military personnel in Vietnam from 16,000 at the time when he took office to nearly 25,000 a year later. Compared the challenging Republican Goldwater at the time, this seemed restrained. In the election, he easily won his own term in 1964. A huge victory gave him a mandate for the Great Society, his domestic program. Congress responded by passing the Medicare program, approving federal aid to elementary and secondary education, supplementing the War on Poverty, and creating the Department of Housing, the urban development. It also passed another important civil rights law, the Voting Rights Act of 1965. As the nation became mired in Vietnam, racial problems grew into widespread urban race riots between 1965 and 1968. Military escalation in Vietnam proved to be Johnson's undoing. Overshadowing domestic affairs, the war resulted in sharp inflation and prompted unremitting criticism, especially from the young who were subject to the draft. The war dragged on and was not won. Johnson became more secretive, dogmatic, and hypersensitive to criticism. His brilliant political instincts were failing, with his popularity on the decline. On March 31, 1968, he announced he would stop the bombing in most of North Vietnam and seek a negotiated end to the war, and that he would not run for re-election. Johnson was a power broker in Congress and in the presidency, a great example of the strength of the life path, a chief executive. And so there, guys, we must finish our video. We shall continue the life path numbers of the United States President America in the next video. And so there guys, I thank you for your attention. See you there guys in the next video. Bye.